this lesson, we're investigating the definition of life. What makes something alive? In order to answer this question, we'll make some observations about a couple of things that we consider to be alive. I have a pet chameleon. It looks something like this. And I know he's alive, but how? How do I know that the chameleon is alive? If I were to sit down and observe my chameleon in his cage, the first thing I might say is that he moves. The fact that he's able to move helps me to know that he's definitely alive. If I look a little bit closer, I can see his chest rising and falling. So he's breathing. That makes me know he's alive. He also likes to eat crickets. He has a really long tongue that he sticks out and he snatches those crickets up. So if he eats, then he must be alive. Chameleons are famous for changing color. My chameleon can change the color of his skin to match in with his surroundings. So I know that if he can look around him and make changes to himself according to what he sees, then he must be alive. My chameleon came from an egg. So I know that chameleons reproduce. He can also respond to changes in his environment. If there's light or dark, he can sense that. If he gets cold, he'll bask in the light. And if he's hot, he'll gape, he'll open his mouth wide to release some heat. So any of those changes in his environment are referred to as stimuli, and he can respond to those. My chameleon's a lot bigger today than he was when I first got him, so I also know that he can grow over time. All of this information, all of these data points, show that this chameleon is a living thing. Another specimen that I could observe is the orange tree in my backyard. What about this orange tree allows me to know that the orange tree is alive? Well, for one thing, I know that an orange tree requires light for energy to perform photosynthesis and make its food. Like all plants, the orange tree also needs water. I think most things that are alive need water, so I'm going to use that as data to support the idea that the orange tree is alive. Orange trees are known for their fruit, which have seeds inside them. Those seeds are used for reproduction. So orange trees are able to reproduce. Those seeds grow into a tree, which is where my orange tree came from, and they also have new little leaves on the edges of their branches, so I know that they grow over time. Orange trees can also respond to changes in their environment. I can tell that my orange tree responds to light because it's leaning towards the light. There's some trees that like to shade my orange tree, and so the orange tree actually grows in the direction of the light. So it's responding to changes in the environment. There are some leaves on my orange tree that have a fungus on them. So I know that orange trees are susceptible to disease, and they could die. All living things do at some point die. And finally, the orange tree changes with the seasons. At certain times of year, there are flowers that bloom, and other times of year there's fruit. And sometimes the orange tree might drop its leaves and then grow new ones with each varying season. So overall, this is my data that helps me to know that an orange tree is indeed alive.